Hey there guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name's John Campea, and this is a special user-submitted question. Now, every day on the John Campea Show, Monday through Friday, we take live questions, but every once in a while, somebody will send in a tip of like $50 or more, and I like to honor that by not just answering their question on the show, but then also answering their question in their own standalone video. So let's jump right to it. And this one comes to us from another Skywalker who writes, "Hi, John. I've been watching Disney's Imagineers and I love it. I've heard great things about that show. I haven't started watching it yet, but I need to. Anyway, the company's done some amazing things through the years. With Bob Iger stepping down, I'm wondering who you think the best CEO, excluding Roy, was. If you watch Imagineers, the answer isn't easy. All right, thanks a lot for sending in that question, man. And of course, just a little while ago, the king of the world himself, Bob Iger, stepped down as CEO of Disney. Now, he's still with Disney. He's still the chairman of the board at Disney, so he's still there, but he is no longer in charge of the day-to-day operations of the empire that is known as Disney. Now, Bob Chapek is now the guy in charge there, so Iger has stepped down. And the question that's been coming up a lot with a bunch of people is, looking at his legacy and the legacy of all the CEOs from Disney of days past, who has been the best CEO? And I believe the answer to that comes in the same answer to the question of who's been the most influential and who has shaped the company the most. And I believe personally, all those answers are the same. And the answer is, well, Bob Iger is. When you look today at the very core nature and the DNA of Disney, it's all really come to pass under the leadership of Bob Iger. You know, Bob Iger was the architect of the acquisition of Pixar, which was a huge thing for Disney. When you look especially at the legacy that Pixar has now, it is the most dominant, trustworthy name in the world of animated films. And listen, that's a Disney sort of thing, right? And so he got Pixar. He then pulled off and shocked the world with a monumental deal acquiring Lucasfilm. Now, love or hate the new Star Wars movies, that was a huge get and has become a very defining thing for Disney, especially now when you look at like the most popular theme park attraction in the world is this Rise of Resistance thing and all that kind of stuff. So he oversaw the architect of bringing that into the fold as well. On top of all that, he also acquired Marvel, the most dominant force at the movie box office for the last number of years and probably for the next few years to come. He was the one who oversaw Marvel coming into the Disney family. That's huge. He also did what I believe are going to be the two most defining things about his legacy. Number one, the acquisition of Fox. That was the entertainment news story of the year, maybe the decade. Disney taking over Fox. Now, that plays directly into the other aspect that's going to really define his legacy, because we know that the main reason he acquired Fox was to gather together IP to strengthen the launch of what might be his biggest legacy, the launching of Disney+. Bob Iger believed for a long time that this digital streaming world was the future, and he dedicated the last number of his years as CEO at Disney into getting the company in place, integrate the Fox, get all the new IP, and get ready for the launching of Disney+. And Disney+ has already made a massively huge splash in the world of entertainment and will continue to and move forward. Basically, when you sit back and really look at all the big things that define what Disney as a company is today, any one of those things would have been huge. The acquisition of Pixar, the acquisition of Lucasfilm, the acquisition of Marvel, the acquisition of Fox, the launching of Disney+. But then you realize that all of that happened under the watch of one architect, and that's Bob Iger. And that's not to take away at all from all the great accomplishments of a lot of CEOs in days gone by for Disney as well. Not in the least. There's some great stuff that was done. But what Bob Iger was able to do was completely transformative and kind of defined what the company is today and made them hugely successful and popular. And I just don't know how you say under any other name other than Bob Iger. But you know what? Some of you may think there's a good argument to be made for somebody else. And I want to hear your thoughts. Jump down into the comments section below and let me know what you think. All right, guys, that will do it for now. Thanks a lot for being here. My name's John Campea, and until the next video, bye-bye.